And I left it in the car.
But there's one right here.
What is
Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make the paper flowers that Jan McClurg, I believe, showed us. And I don't have the cooking style halfway done for you, so I'm going to watch me make the whole thing. I did this using this punch. I also did it using the heart zigzaggy punch and the one that Julie showed us how to measure, the one with little holes. That one didn't work so good, but I do have samples to show you.
How long
So I'm going to show you. This is from 12 by 12 paper. I cut it 1 1/4 inches. I also did it with 8.5 by 11, and I just did 3 strips instead of 2. Just kind of depends on how big you want your flower to be.
Did you say 1 1/2?
1 1/4.
1
1 1/4. Here, will you finish this for me?
I think
Okay.
she did the same
So here's your
thing.
strip, and then you're going to get out your handy dandy paper crimper and just run it through a bunch of times. Keep feeding it through. Basically what you're doing is breaking down the fibers of the paper. I also tried it with a thin vellum and that just ripped a bit, so don't do that. That would be cool. Okay.
I can't see.
Okay, so you do that and then I just kind of wadded it up a little bit.
Just going for the vintage look.
There's no vintage look. And then you can use a circle punch, but I thought, heck, why not use this flower punch for something else, right? So I use the flower punch for our base. And I'm doing it a little bit different than how Jan did it. She put her sticky strip on here. I found that very difficult. So I'm going to need scissors to pass this down. If I had a class where I didn't forget something, it wouldn't be me. So everyone needs their trademark, right? Okay, so I just put it on the back here, and you don't have to push it flat. It can be all bumpy still.
Is it flush with the edge?
Yes, as close to the edge as you can get it is where I'm putting it.
Down the center?
No, all the way
Flush with the edge.
on
Oh.
the edge. Live on the edge. Okay. Will you crimp that for me? Just cut off the end. Yep, just what doesn't matter. Okay, and then burnish it in a little bit, of course, so it all sticks. And then you peel it off. Try not to let it stick to your arms, because that might hurt. And then you're just going to decide. And then when you get to where it meets, you just kind of go in, start feeding it towards the center a little bit.
And if
So
you don't
there's
have,
your first layer.
And if you don't have your flower punch, you can use the 1 3/4 circle.
Yeah, I found the bigger circles were better than the smaller. I
Or the
tried like
scallop
1
would be-
1/2 and yeah, a
1
scallop.
3/4 would be bigger than the scallop, I guess, wouldn't it?
The scallop would probably be really good
I
and
think
give it a
that
nice
yours
base.
is holding better than hers. She did
Yeah.
the other thing.
Because she put sticky strip over it and then punched it out, which is hard in itself because all the
Yeah.
little red things fly. And
Yeah.
and then I like this a lot better. I have a lot more control with it. Awesome, thank you. Okay, so then you just start where you stopped and keep going.
You're just bunching.
You're just bunching and kind of
Weaving
spiraling in towards the center, like so. We have to say like so apparently. Something we learned at leadership, like so. Who was that said that? Some Canadian, I believe.
Yeah.
A.
Hey.
A. Okay, and then there's your flower, like so.
That is cute.
And then you
like
just
so.
Partial.
then you take your handy dandy stabber tool, as it's affectionately called at my house, and you punch a big hole, and then take one of these. Well, these are all wrong, Kimber. I'm just kidding.
Kimber.
We'll use this one, okay. And just shove it through there
Like
with
so.
affection. And there you go. There is your flower.
Clear button would be cute too.
Clear button. I have samples to show you of other things
Corduroy
which I have made.
Yeah, corduroy would be a
I did some with corduroy. Happy day. All right, so let me show you these other items that I made. Here, I was going to make a bag to go with it, but I didn't. So here,
You're going to pass those around, aren't you?
a little tag, flip-up tag. This is with the corduroy button. This is with that holy punch that it kind of rips when you do it. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend that, and I sponge the edges. So there's that one. Here is here's the first one that I made, and well, I got better as I went along. Right?
Yes.
I got better. Here's one that my Here is my
That's okay.
12-year-old daughter's attempt, very first one. She liked the birdie side of the paper. I mean, if a 12-year-old can do it. Here's the second one I made. See, I got better. And this is with the circle on the back.
Punch.
This is the same one I just used. This one here. Here's my favorite one. Actually, it doesn't use a punch at all. I just used the cutter tool and just ripped up the edges, and then sponged it. This is pale plum, and it's got full pale plum. Instead of actually getting up and walking to the perfect plum stamp pad, I just filled my pad with a lot of ink and made it look darker. It would have been better to just get it up. And then here is a darn cute little box I made. And this is one they showed
It
us
is
at
darn cute.
Leadership.
Yes, it is.
This is one they showed us at, is it Leadership or Regional?
That was
Anyway.
regional.
I was gonna say, have
And then you just close it with a little brad with a bigger circle.
I know, but I.
But I like this paper a lot. So there you go. That is how to make the flower punch. And I just stuck them on with Pop Dots. And the leaves are actually stamped from that set we can't remember the name of that Julie was looking for.